If you can master this one habit I share with you today, it has the power to change everything. And I mean, it can absolutely help you change your entire life. It's something that I use in my field as both a Mayo Clinic and board certified health coach to help people attain their health and wellness goals. But it's a habit that you can use to help cultivate any healthy habit, whether that's something related to your finances, your career, maybe your relationships. It's this one habit that's powerful enough to help you attain any goal that you set out to achieve. So it's something in my field that we call self-monitoring. So I want to tell you what that is, why it's beneficial, how it changes everything, and how you can use that to help you attain your goals this year. Okay, self-monitoring, what is this thing that's going to change everything for you? So self-monitoring is something where you both will observe and record specific behaviors that you will do or not do that are related to any goal you're trying to achieve. Let me use the example of someone who wants to lose weight. Maybe that's the goal that they have this year. Now, you can certainly track your actual weight to see if it's going in the right direction, but I actually like to refer to self-monitoring as balancing your behavior checkbook. Now, maybe you have to be a certain age to even know what balancing a checkbook is, but if you know, you know, right? So when I'm talking about behaviors and balancing this behavior checkbook, let's say you want to lose weight and it's something you could easily track if you are losing weight. What I recommend here and how this can really be life-changing is I want you to get more granular. And when you use the habit of self-monitoring, is you're going to think about what are the individual and specific behaviors that you would need to do in order to achieve that goal of losing weight, and track those. Monitor, observe, and record and track those. So for example, you may track food that you're eating. You may track sleep that you're getting. You may track movement. All of these healthy behaviors that you're doing, you want to monitor and see how that's going and be able to observe and record that to see if it's helping you achieve your goal of losing weight. Or maybe you're someone who has a finance goal. You could have a finance goal maybe on one end to save for retirement. So maybe there's something where you can quantitatively measure, have you saved that? Or it's just the opposite where you're trying to restrict. Maybe you're trying to stay within a budget, and so you want to track and monitor, observe, and record your spending so that you know where every dollar goes to make sure that you can stay within that budget. So if you just have a goal for savings, you may not track individual habits and monitor those behaviors that spending maybe gets in your way. But there's lots of different goals you might have, and each of those, you guys, what you want to do is you want to look at individual behaviors that will help you achieve those goals. So in my field, we have this called outcome goals and process goals. Both are great. So the outcome goals would be the actual weight maybe you lose, or the amount of money that you save, or the budget you're trying to stay in, or maybe get promoted at work. All these different things that might be the actual outcome from you adopting and cultivating these healthy habits and behaviors. And the one habit that I said that can change everything is actually monitoring your behaviors. I want to help you understand why this can be such a big game changer in your life. So self-monitoring, when you're looking at these things, it can provide inspiration, it can provide motivation, data, insight, information where you can look back and maybe see some trends that'll help you discover some things that had you not tracked and observe those healthy behaviors that you're trying to cultivate, you may be missing something that's making your goal that much harder to achieve. So something relatively simple as a concept, self-monitoring. But what I think is super helpful is, again, when you get more granular, and it forces you to look at individual healthy behaviors to be able to achieve your goals. So outcome goals, process goals, all those are going to wrap those up, and we're going to monitor and track the individual behaviors that help us get to that ultimate goal. Self-monitoring is something I learned early on when I was studying at Mayo Clinic, specific to weight loss, where there's a lot of evidence that supports that people that track their weight and certain health behaviors lose more than people who don't. I do want to mention that for some people, it could be triggering. Tracking and observing certain things and really being detailed and recording, it may not be a healthy habit to cultivate. But for everybody else, where it is something where they're just not being observant enough of their individual behaviors that will make or break them, whether they achieve a goal, self-monitoring can be a game changer. Now, there's lots of different ways that you can do this, and it will be as individual as you are. There are a lot of different habit trackers. If you want to use that, something I've shared with you on my channel, or you can do different apps that you might have, whether it's food or finances, whatever goal it is that you're trying to achieve, observing and reflecting and recording on the individual behaviors and habits that get you there can be a game changer. One important thing I want you to take note of is that self-monitoring is not about perfection. It's simply about monitoring your progress and being able to discover some things that will help you attain your goals. So by all means, start small and start balancing that behavior checkbook. I appreciate you letting me share this with you, and I'll see you next time.